The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll keep it himself. Got some room into the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. Defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his feet. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside.
Turning it on. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on second down. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you can...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to fire. Flicks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it down the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pushes ahead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to find the end zone. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. From the gun, give on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some...
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick strike complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
At the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
There he goes! Touchdown!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 15 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the big throw. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Rides the back and leaves it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. At the 45 on its way. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Made a defender miss. No one's going to get it. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He spikes and clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target to the left. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
A loss of 13 on the play.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.